It's been nothing but below freezing temperatures all day long as we welcome you to Jerry Savage Court at Loyola Blakefield as your 12-4 Loyola Dons face the 12-8 John Carroll Patriots in a Martin Luther King Day matchup. The Patriots hope to avenge their 66-60 loss from earlier in December as they enter this game, having just snapped a 2-game losing streak. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm George Schaefer, joined courtside by Connor Johnson.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this matchup. If you were to expect anything from this match, expect nothing but a close, thrilling match from the first to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we can remember from last year in December when the Dons trailed the Patriots by, I think, around 20 points in the third quarter, and they crawled all the way back only to lose by 1. Although they bounced back this year with a 6-point victory. The Dons will take the court in all white, the Patriots in all black out of Bel Air, Maryland.
It's smart to keep a level head here because you can't win a game in the first, second, or third quarter. Got to play all the way through.
Absolutely. So the Dons calling out their starters right now. It'll be Marlon Williams, Joe Nottingham, Mason Ellison, Jesse Legree, and Jalen Brown. The Dons this week coming out of the Governor's Challenge, which they won their bracket, going undefeated in tournament play. Hoping to extend their winning streak tonight against the Patriots. This will be Joe Nottingham representing Loyola Blakefield. And Theardis Battle for the Patriots to take the tip. And we are underway. John Carroll win the tip. They'll work it into the middle. And nothing for them at that first possession. Legree is going to work it down. It's Marlon Williams now with the ball. Will make a move. He finds Jalen Brown. Drive to the paint. Ellison wide open. And off the rim, recovered by Battle. Aiden Abel with the ball. We'll swing it back outside. It's Paris Lee. The three does not go. Nottingham able to keep it in. And Mason Ellison will bring it up the court. So a few back-to-back three misses, Connor. As Legree is going to settle it down, they're going to try and run a play.
Both these teams love to shoot. Their ball movement creates open shooters, so it's fitting that they love to shoot.
Ellison in trouble, and his shot does not go. Battle driving now. Can't get to the paint. Wide open is Aiden Abel, and he hits. John Carroll takes the first points of the night as they go up 3-0. Williams handed off to Jalen Brown. Works his way into the paint. And he'll draw the foul. That's going to be 2 for Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown, who's been very solid all year from the free throw line, does not have any trouble with the first. And the Dons get on the board. Let's cut the deficit to 2. And Jalen Brown not able to make the second one. And the Patriots will regain possession. Theardis Battle. It's going to be Caden Chania-Faline. Nothing for the Patriots on that possession. They'll get it outside. Marlon Williams fakes. Jumper from the paint. It'll be Legree wide open from outside. Nothing goes for him. And it'll be a rebound for Zachary Smith of the John Carroll Patriots. Abel trying to find a shot. He's got Battle. We'll go back outside to Abel. Now Feline. And no problem for him. The Patriots will take a 5-point lead. It is 6-1, 5:30 left to go in the first.
A lot of heavy shooting so far. A lot of open shooters, too. The way that John Carroll can drive it in and kick it out, it's pretty impressive.
Patriots have scored off of all 3-point field goals, while the Dons just have one free throw. Jalen Brown does not go. Will be recovered by Feline. Battle from 3, and he extends the lead to 9-1. So Marlon Williams will take over for the Dons. They've gone down by 8 early in this game. 5 minutes left to go. Brown trying to find an opening, and he will draw the foul. It was Zachary Smith who hit him in the head. So second foul of the night on the Patriots, although they do have an 8-point lead. And Zachary Smith will check out of the game for James Westervelt, the freshman out of Bel Air. It'll be Mason Ellison inbound for the Dons. He finds Jalen Brown. Out to Legree. He'll get it over to Marlon Williams. Back to Legree. And the Dons have their first three-pointer of the night, 9-4, as they cut their deficit to 5.
The Dons have had chances to make it. They've just gotten unlucky with their shots. Haven't had any fall except for that first one.
That's going to be the key for them to be able to keep it close with the Patriots tonight, as Jalen Brown draws another foul, the third of the night for the Patriots. 4:30 left to go.
We've seen a pretty fast-paced offensive match so far. Both teams trying to push the floor, catch the other team off guard.
And so Theardis Battle's going to check out, and in comes Cole Johnson, the sophomore out of Edgewood. Brown drives into the paint. He'll lose possession. The Patriots going to try and slow it down. It'll go to Aiden Abel. Now out to Chinia Feline. And Jalen Brown will regain possession. Works it outside to Legree. And off the backside of the rim. No good for him as we approach the 4-minute mark in the first quarter. The score stands 9-4, John Carroll. A lot of pressure coming from Loyola. Aiden Abel. No good from Aiden Abel as he'll drive back into the paint and lose possession.
Don's moving quick.
Jalen Brown into the paint. Nothing for him, and it's another missed shot for the Dons. It's been the story of the first quarter so far for them.
Patience would be the key for me for Loyola. The offense is moving a bit too fast.
They've got to slow it down and try and work a possession. John Carroll's also started to miss a lot too. Both are playing very fast-paced offensively. Legree from up top to the right. He's marked well, has space in the paint. Nothing for him this time. So they'll work it back up with Caden Chinia Feline. Into Aiden Abel. And excellent defense there by Joe Nottingham, the University of Georgia commit for baseball, as Marlon Williams' layup just rims out. From 3, this time it's James Westervelt, the freshman. And the Patriots take a 12-4 lead early in the first quarter. So when it'll go out of bounds, then it'll stay with the Dons.
Looked like he was trying to kick it out there to Mason Ellison, hoping to get a shot up.
And Joe Nottingham will come out for the Dons. In comes Sam Navarre, who has been excellent with his rebounds this season. And the Patriots will make a lot of changes as well. In comes Carson Schaffner, the sophomore out of Baltimore. Marlon Williams up top with the ball. Jalen Brown will work his way in. Spins around. Nothing for him this time either. So the score remains 12-4. Aiden Abel from up top. He's being closely marked by Brown. Abel drives into the paint. And it's a great tip for Sam Navarre. And a good job by him to not commit the foul.
He really had them all covered up there. He had nowhere to go. He was trying to force that layup, but everything's covered.
Carson Schaffner unable to find a man. And it'll go back into the backcourt. Legree retains possession, and he cannot make the shot either. It'll still be 12-4. So the Dons have only made one shot all game, and the first quarter is already almost up.
They've had tons of chances. It's just haven't got their shots to fall yet. Looking towards the end of this first quarter, hopefully they can change that going to the second quarter.
Ellison's going to do the smart thing and slow it down. Try and find a possession. This one's picked off Zachary Smith. Into the paint. And nothing for him this time as he's marked well by Jalen Brown. Brown going to bring it into the paint, and he will draw the foul and one. So finally, a better fate for Loyola as their shot goes in and they draw the N1. So a big chance to cut this deficit to 5. Jalen Brown 1 for 2 tonight for free throws.
John Carroll makes a few subs, bringing in Paris Lee, Caden Chania-Feline, and James Westervelt.
Westervelt, although a freshman, he stands at 6'5". As now, Caden Chania-Feline drives into the paint. He'll have Schaffner. He's going to try and work it outside to Cole Johnson. Johnson over to Schaffner. Schaffner drives. Nothing for him, and Brown on the rebound. Now here comes Marlon Williams. For the Dons, he'll give it off to Jesse Legree. Legree has 30 seconds to go before the quarter ends. And Jalen Brown is going to fall out of bounds. So with just under 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter, the Patriots lead 12-6.
Dons bring in Carter Palmer, taking out Jalen Brown.
Palmer is somebody who we haven't seen too much of this season. The 6'3" junior. So we're now under 20 seconds left to go in the quarter. Feline is going to try and work it back outside to Westervelt. Now to Feline inside, and the artist battle will lay it in. 2 seconds left for the Dons to get some points. It's going to be Marlon Williams who cannot do it at the buzzer. So we are a quarter down here at Loyola Blakefield. The Patriots lead it 14-6. More second quarter action coming up on the Loyola Sports Network. Back at it in Towson. Second quarter action coming up. It's the Patriots 14 and the Dons 6 as we kick off the second quarter. The Patriots will have possession, but the Dons will have the ball.
While the scoreboard says Loyola only has 6, they had at least 10 shots that did not fall for them.
Most of them three-pointers, too. As another one comes for Ellison that he can't get. He had that off of 1 foot. They're not settling as Battle lays it in an impressive play.
Pretty good court vision here to see him crashing to the rim.
As they take their largest lead of the night with 10, as the Dons respond quickly to cut the lead to 8, 16-8, 7:30 left to go. It's going to be Battle from the outside. He'll work it into Aiden Abel. Abel trying to find room outside the net, nothing for him. He gets his own rebound, and the lead goes back up to 10, 18-8.
Pretty
minutes.
difficult for Marlon Williams there to cover Aiden Abel. Such a strong and big man.
Absolutely. This time Mason Ellison drives to the hoop and draws the foul. So he should go to the hoop for 2. See if Mason Ellison can get the Dons to double digits. He's the second player of the night in white to take a free throw other than Jalen Brown. Ellison has no trouble with the first, and the score is now 18-9, 6:54 left to go. So out comes Carter Palmer for the Dons. And his replacement is Jesse Legree. Mason Ellison makes the second. He's 2 for 2 on the night as the Dons cut the lead to 8. Here's Paris Lee. We haven't seen him since the first quarter, as that pass has no man, and it will go out of bounds. Dons ball. So the Dons have committed 0 fouls tonight, while I believe the Patriots have committed 4. 3 in the first quarter, just 1 in this quarter, as Mason Ellison has a wide open 3, does not hit this time either. And the referee says Patriots ball.
Once again, seeing a missed opportunity by Loyola. We got to figure out a way how to get these shots to fall, or else the score looks like John Carroll's going to run away with it.
I think it's just kind of a matter of getting the momentum back through some good short possessions. But they cannot rush it at all. And that's exactly what John Carroll has taken advantage of tonight as they lead 18-10 with just under 6:30 to go. Lee from 3, nothing for him. It's going to be Jalen Brown on the rebound. Ellison comes in, nothing for him. Zachary Smith, and that was another really quick possession for the Dons. Abel's going to work it outside to Faline. From 3, he airballs it. Sam Navarre with another rebound. Williams to Brown, now to Legree. Legree drives to the paint. Steps outside, now it's Williams outside to Navarre. Navarre from outside the paint does not go, and the Patriots regain possession, as we are now under 6 minutes left to go in the half. The score remains 18-10 as Brown's able to deflect this pass, and the referee is going to say it went off of Aiden Abel. So he'll change his call quickly. It'll be still John Carroll ball, and the Patriots will take a timeout. So as we've seen, Connor, a lot of missed shots for the Dons, and this game would certainly be much closer had they made most of them. But now it's a matter of how they bounce back and how do they hold the Patriots' dominant offense. The artist Battle has led in scoring so far tonight, and he has had no problem getting to the rim.
Yeah, the Dons, they need to start being a little bit more patient on offense, rushing their possessions, rushing their shots, stay composed, work the ball around, get to your shooters, get to your shots, and then you will start getting more points.
It's definitely a matter of slowing down the Patriots' momentum, which they can do by slowing down themselves on offense, like you said.
We've seen the Patriots take quick missed shots by Loyola into their quick offense, quickly taking it to the rim with Theatris battle.
The artist battle, yeah.
The artist battle.
As Aiden Abel will
Name
inbound. They've been capitalizing off of every possession, unlike us. Abel drives to the net. And his shot goes. It'll be 20-10. John Carroll under 5:30 to go in the half. Don's looking for a way to bounce back. Williams has it up top. He's isolated. Into Ellison. His shot does not go yet again. And there will be a foul called on Loyola, their first of the night.
Something we've seen with Loyola as well is contested mid-range shots. They're getting there, and they're trying to take this shot over a defender in pretty tight coverage, and I don't think a single one of them has fallen.
And almost every single time they've been unbalanced too.
Unbalanced, falling off your back foot. You have to stay composed.
That's definitely what Coach Don Sursky has probably talked to them about in his huddle tonight, as he usually runs a pretty disciplined ship. They've just been tested tonight by the Patriots. And it's these little possessions in which they can get good defensive rebounds. And it really hasn't been a problem of them not getting rebounds. I mean, they've gotten themselves the ball. It's just been a matter of capitalizing off of their possessions, as Williams is going to draw a blocking foul. This time it's on Aiden Abel. Second foul of the second quarter for John Carroll, and Marlon Williams will inbound. Williams has Navarre. So wide open Legree. That's a long two, no go. Navarre gets the offensive rebound. Under the paint. Navarre back outside. Here's Marlon Williams. He goes into the paint. Nothing for him that time either. They've just been real unlucky with their missed shots. Now a wide open three for Cole Johnson does not go. They're really picking up the pace now. Legree from three now. His does not go either. And this one should have gone off the tip hands of Marlon Williams, as that was bound to happen eventually with how fast-paced the game was starting to turn out to be.
Yeah, not a single second of taking your time in that last 30 seconds right there.
No, the Patriots have been trying to keep it as fast-paced as they can because they know it's keeping the Dons on their toes.
Even though it's fast-paced, hasn't been a lot of scoring. We're halfway through the second quarter here, and it's only 10-20.
Combined 30 points in the night so far. So, yeah, it has not been that high scoring of a ball game. So Aiden Abel's shot does not go. Williams trying to get himself out of the backcourt. He has Legree now to Jalen Brown outside in the corner. They'll work it back up top to Williams. He has Legree. Jalen Brown for three. And this one goes. 20-13 as the Dons cut the deficit to 7, and they need to ride off of this momentum.
First three-pointer by Loyola in this period. They've taken a few, but first one they've gotten to fall.
Battle tries to respond quickly, and he is unable to do so. So now the Dons have another chance. And they'll get it. Joe Nottingham cuts the deficit to 5. And the Dons are slowly taking that momentum back from the Patriots.
Nottingham, fresh off the bench, showed why you need to always have energy.
20-15, and the artist battle has no problem tacking on 2 more for the Patriots as he was wide open under the net. The Dons have got to stay focused if they want to keep going on runs, as their 5-0 run just ended there. Williams looking for space. Legree bounces it up top to Jalen Brown. Now to Mason Ellison. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock, and it's Brown whose shot does not go. And the Patriots will slow it down, regain possession. Here's Carson Schaffner. Up top to Feline. His does not go. And Legree on the back. Ellison has nothing to do for him under the net. He had the ball in the air, and he just kind of fell to the ground with it. So there's going to be a foul, and they're going to call it on Caden Shania Feline. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but it was not a shooting foul, as Jesse Legree is going to inbound from underneath the net. He has Jalen Brown. Brown's going to work it up top to Marlon Williams. Williams drives to the net. Shot does not go, and it's going to be Paris Lee on the rebound. Here's Aiden Abel. A lot of momentum for Abel, and the shot's going to be blocked by Mason Ellison. So the freshman, James Westervelt, will take command of the ball from underneath the net. Westervelt with Aiden Abel. His shot does not go, but there is a foul, and it's going to be on John Carroll. Not exactly sure what it was.
I think they're calling a push on Zachary Smith there.
That's probably it, too.
John Carroll's bench is not happy about that one.
They've been subbing a lot, rather than the Dons who have subbed. I don't think they've made a few changes. They've made very few changes at all this game.
Besides bringing Nottingham in.
As now the senior Justin Spencer checks into the game for the first time tonight. Jalen Brown works it up top to Legree. Legree back over to Brown. Brown's being heavily marked. He gets his shot off, does not go. Westervelt on the rebound.
Tight coverage on Jalen Brown there. Pretty difficult shot.
They'll work it out to Aiden Abel. Abel looking for his man. And Paris Lee's three does not go. Jesse Legree with the rebound. He's got Ellison. Long two for Ellison, and it goes.
Good ball handling there to create some space, get himself an open shot.
They'll cut the lead to 5 with a minute left to go in the first half. Patriots 22, Don 17. Abel's going to get it out to Chania Faline. They'll work it out to James Westervelt. We're now under the 60-second mark. Aiden Abel needs space. Faline wide open for 3. Does not go.
Pretty good ball movement there by John Carroll. Created a really open shooter.
And Ellison hits. It's a 2-point game. They've climbed all the way back from a 20-10 deficit, as it is now 22-20. Patriots lead with 30 seconds left to go in the half.
Dons look completely different than they were just a few minutes ago.
And the only difference is now they're hitting all of their shots. So now Aiden Abel drives, and they hit their first shot in a while. Clock still running, 20 seconds to go. Now 15. The Dons are going to slowly work it up top, see if they can hit a 3 to cut it to 1 before the half. 5 seconds now for Jesse Legree. 4. Legree drives to the net, a jumper, and he does not hit. The buzzer sounds. It's 24-20. John Carroll up top as we head to the break on the Loyola Sports Network. Welcome back to Jerry Savage Court at Loyola Blakefield as we get ready to start the second half as the Dons trail the John Carroll Patriots 24-20.
Hopefully the Dons can stay composed in this second half and play like they did in the last 2 minutes of that second period. Everything was landing.
They had a lot of time to bounce back, and they did. They were down 20 to 10, right? So, Gaten Chania-Fowleen will start things off. He's marked by Marlon Williams. He drives into the paint, and the Patriots start off the second half as they would want, extending their lead to 6 points, as we are not even 20 seconds into the half. Loyola looking for a response. It's going to be Mason Ellison. His shot does not go. And that's been a big problem for the Dons so far this game, is not hitting their shots, as this is a flagrant foul, which I believe is going to be on the Dons. And it was committed against Zachary Smith. You saw him got hit in the face and he fell back. So Loyola already records their first foul of the half, not 30 seconds in. And they've given the ball back to the Patriots with a chance to extend their lead to as much as 10 on this possession, which they will not do. Ellison wide open under the hoop.
Great court vision by Jesse there to see Mason put it down.
It's a great read there for Jesse Legree, and the artist battle had no way to defend it. We haven't seen something like that this entire game. As Aiden Abel comes out for three, no go for him. The rebound is there for Joe Nottingham. Ellison looking to build off of that. Alley-oop. Legree wide open from outside. Does not go.
Pretty long three there. He was about 3 steps behind the line.
Battle drives in. He has Smith from outside. He airballs it. And it should be white ball. So the Dons will take over. It's Marlon Williams. Jalen Brown from the outside. Gives it to Legree, back to Brown. From outside, he knocks it in. It's a 2-point game yet again. 26-24.
Great work by him to create some space towards the top of the key.
Aiden Abel now with the ball. He's got Battle underneath. Back outside to Paris Lee. Abel again. Knocks this one in, 28-24, and it's going back and forth. So the points are there. It's been a lot higher scoring of a second half so far than it was in the first half at this time.
Pretty quick-paced half so far.
Absolutely. Legree for a long two hits, and now they're just going back and forth. The Dons are hitting a lot more shots this half, which is definitely a good sign for them. So it'll be Aiden Abel. Brown tried to draw the charge, nothing for him. It's Battle outside to Lee. Lee has no trouble as the Patriots go back up by 5. With 5 minutes to go, it's 31-36. Loyola's down. Legree works it up to Nottingham, now to Marlon Williams. Try and take his man up top. It's Jalen Brown, rolls out to the inside, and he'll draw the foul. And it'll be 2 for Jalen Brown to try and cut the lead to 3. 4:46 left to go. It's 31-26. And the Patriots record their first foul of the half. So Jalen Brown is 2 for 3 tonight, 67% from the free throw line. And he'll make that 75. He's 3 for 4 tonight. 27-31 now as they cut the lead to 4. And the subs will come in before this second shot. Loyola chooses not to sub Cole Johnson and James Westervelt along with Carson Schaffner, will come in for the Patriots as Brown misses his second shot. And the score remains 31-27, Patriots up by 4. Chania Faline, long two, does not go. He'll get the ball back from a deep three, and it's going to be blocked by Joe Nottingham, and they're going to have to check on Jalen Brown, who looks like he banged up his knee a little bit on that play.
A little slow for him to come up there.
4:30 left to go in the half. He looks like he'll just be able to walk it off. And he will stay in the game. He's going to inbound the ball. And he looks like he's fine. Definitely a good sign for the Dons as he'll bring it in. Legree from up top. Back outside to Legree, wide open for three. Does not go, which would have been huge to cut the lead to 1. Westervelt drives in. Freshman needs some help. He has Carson Schaffner. Schaffner for three, and that looked like that was going in without a doubt from the moment it left his hands. 7-point lead now.
He was pretty tightly covered by Mason Ellison there. Pretty surprised he actually made that shot.
So what could have been a 1-point game is now a 7-point game. There's Nottingham outside for three, does not go. He doesn't take those shots very often. And it looks like the Dons are going back into that stage of desperation that they had from earlier as Battle tried to put in another nail. Could not do so as Brown will work it up. He drives to the paint, stays in bounds.
Jalen Brown back to the charity stripe again.
As he is 3 for 5, or 4 for 5, I think. No, 3 for 5.
3 for 5.
Well, make that 4 for 6.
4 for 6.
The Dons cut the lead to 6. 3:30 left to go in the game. It's 34-28. And what looked like it was going to be an aggressive half for the Dons, they've slowed it down and they haven't committed a foul in these last 4 minutes. Patriots have committed 2 in the last minute. No problem with the other one. And so it's a 5-point game as Caden Chania Faline will take it over for the Patriots outside of Carson Schaffner. Schaffner into Cole Johnson, and they'll extend the lead back up to 7. The Dons need a response as we now dip under 3 minutes left to go in quarter 3 on this Martin Luther King Day matchup. This one will go out of bounds, and it'll be John Carroll's ball.
We're seeing that fast-paced offense again. Loyola needs to stay composed, just like they did at the end of that second period.
3 minutes to go exactly. Carson Schaffner will bring it up for the Patriots. Now over to Cole Johnson. Caden Chania Faline. Bob with the ball a little bit. Westervelt misses off the rim. Johnson looking for a man outside. He's got Faline. The ref marked it as if it was going to be a 3. It looked like it should have been a long 2, but either way, it did not go. Williams now up top. Over to Ellison. He's going to look. He has a man in the corner right now in Jesse Legree. Ellison. Now to Marlon Williams. Approaching 10 seconds on the shot clock. And Jalen Brown will draw, guess what? Another shooting foul. So he will now take his 7th and 8th free throws of the night. This is what, his 3rd or 4th time up there? He is 4 for 6 so far on the night. 2:21 to go in this 3rd quarter. And Jalen Brown will sink the first one in, 36-29, as Sam Navarre checks in for Joe Nottingham. And no changes are made for the Patriots, other than Paris Lee in for Caden Chania Faline. Westervelt now will take it up. After Brown makes his 2, it's now 36-31. And the Patriots have no trouble responding back. It's now a 7-point game with 2 minutes left to go, 38-31. Brown drives into the paint. Goes under a man, and he cuts it down back to 5, 38-33. Wide open three for Westervelt, off the back end of the rim. Rebound by Legree, and we'll have a foul. And it should be on John Carroll. They had Jalen Brown underneath, and it's going to be a foul on Aiden Abel. So probably a good thing for the Dons, as they haven't played too well when it's been a fast-paced game. So that gives them a chance to slow it down, and they're now 1 foul away from securing a bonus, as the Patriots have come out on the aggressive side in this second half, trying to retain their lead, and they've done a pretty good job of that so far. They're going to call a violation on Loyola. Not exactly sure what it is, but John Sersky certainly is not happy about that.
There was a little bit of scrappiness there between Mason Ellison and Aiden Abel. Something was going on between there, and I think that's what the foul was
for me,
called on.
I thought he was trying to call a travel on Legree, so you're definitely right. So the Dons tack on their second foul of the night. Shania Faline checks back into the game. Westervelt now up tight with Aiden Abel. Abel drives into the paint and draws the foul. Not a shooting foul, however, so it will go underneath.
I think it's a blocking foul on Jalen Brown there.
So now the Dons tackle on foul number 3, and it's getting a little bit out of hand on the other side of the court. Faline tries to get it in, and it's a good job by Marlon Williams of tipping it away. Nonetheless, the score is back up to a 7-point differential. Patriots lead it 40-33 as we approach the 1-minute mark in the third quarter. Jalen Brown up top. Drives in and secures the foul, and Loyola will secure the first bonus of tonight's game, as there is now a 5th foul called on the Patriots. So Brown will go back up to the line for we don't really know how many times he's been up tonight. He's 6 for 8. Does not make the first. So Aiden Abel comes out, and Carson Schaffner will enter the game. Brown has no trouble on the second. He'll be 7 for 10 now from the free throw line. Paris Lee outside to Zachary Smith. Does not go. And a flagrant foul there called on the Patriots. And it'll be a hold on John Carroll. Not sure exactly who it was on. I think it was on Theodotus Battle. As we are now under a minute left to go in quarter number 3. Patriots lead 40-34. 6-point differential. Marlon Williams will be the third different Don to approach the free throw line tonight. He cuts it to 5, 35-40, and he's 1 for 1 in the night. So Jalen Brown will check out, and Carter Palmer will check in for the Dons, his second appearance of the night, as Williams makes his second and cuts the lead to 4, 36-40, 45 to go in the first half. Caden Shania Faline up top. One man to beat. He's beat Palmer. Paris Lee now looking for a man. He has Faline up top. 30 seconds left to go. 14 to go on the shot clock. Here goes Carter Palmer into the paint. One man to beat, and he's blocked. Palmer gets his own rebound and draws the foul.
Great work tracking back there by Theodotus Battle, coming all the way down from the other end to make the block.
And an excellent job there by Carter Palmer of getting his own rebound and drawing the foul, as he will go to the line with an opportunity to cut the lead to 2 points. with 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Palmer is now the fourth person in white to go to the line tonight, and he has no trouble with this, as the Dons can now lead with the new possession. 37-40. Palmer. No problem with the next. It's a 2-point game with 23 to go in the third quarter. And as we approach the break, the Dons definitely have the momentum here, Connor.
Looks like John Carroll's going to try to get the last shot here. Don't give the Dons a chance to take the lead going into the fourth quarter.
And they do. There's still some time left for the Dons to go. A good three there for Zachary Smith. And there will be a foul called, but because of the bonus, they're going to go to the line. So a sloppy foul there for John Carroll, and they're definitely that could allow them to give up a lot of points. Yeah. It is now a 5-point game. Marlon Williams will go to the line for his second time tonight. 2 seconds left to go in the half. He makes his first. 43-39, a 4-point game. And Ellison comes out. And in goes Joe Nottingham. I'm going to try and get some taller bodies out there to potentially block a buzzer beater shot, which they will do so. 43-40, Patriots lead by 3 entering the final quarter on the Loyola Sports Network. Back at it in Towson as the Dons trail by 3 to the John Carroll Patriots. 43-40 on the Loyola Sports Network as we get ready to kick off, or not kick off, to start this fourth quarter.
John Carroll, towards the end of that third quarter, was getting pretty sloppy, giving up a lot of fouls and a lot of chances for the Dons to get more points.
They've allowed the Dons back into this game, just as they did last year at home. Marlon Williams trying to start off the third quarter with a bang. It's Jalen Brown. Nothing goes for him. Aiden Abel. And it's times like this when you're down by 2 or 3, you cannot give up a big play.
What a block there by Jalen Brown.
It'll give a lot of momentum to John Carroll, and Jalen Brown does a great job of trying to keep that deficit low and kind of manage the game a little bit.
I think they're calling a hold there on Sam Navarre.
It's going to be on Sam Navarre. So already the first foul of a half quarter, but we did see this. Going into the third quarter, we had 1 foul and then didn't commit any for a while after that. Shania Feline up top. Trying to create some space for himself. Get it outside to Aiden Abel. He's marked by Jalen Brown. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. And an impressive shot there from Theardis Battle right before the shot clock expired. It's Marlon Williams looking to respond quickly. We'll give it to Ellison up top. Now Legree. He's going to try and bounce off a screen from Jalen Brown. Williams. Back to Brown now. Brown drives into the middle, trying to draw a foul. And he will do so this time.
Jalen Brown back to the free throw line.
He's been very popular there tonight.
I think it's his 6th or 7th time up to that line.
So first foul of the night for the Patriots, or first foul of the fourth quarter, I should say. And Jalen Brown will go to the line. The Patriots are getting freshman James Westervelt ready to check into the game after this shot. Brown does as he's done so well all night. Makes another free throw, 45-41, just a 4-point game, a minute into the final quarter of the game as Brown will head back to the line. No more difficulties for him. It's a one-possession game thanks to Jalen Brown, who has been excellent at drawing fouls tonight and keeping the game within control of the Dons. A huge three there for Caden Chania-Faline.
Everything was covered there. Barely got the shot even out.
And it seems like everything the Dons do right, the Patriots respond right back with the big dagger.
The Dons have been really composed on defense. It's just John Carroll's shooting ability has been really high.
And Brown tries to draw another foul. This time the ref's not buying it, and he'll call a travel. 6:30 to go, and the Patriots have the ball back, which could be really dangerous for the Dons at this stage in the game. Aiden Abel will bring it up. He's marked by Brown. Abel looking for space. He'll get it off to Cole Johnson. Westervelt marked by Navarre. He'll get it outside to Cole Johnson. Had the three, did not take it. Out to Aiden Abel. They're getting a lot of good passes in now. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. We'll get it out to a wide open Cole Johnson off the back end of the rim. This is Jalen Brown now. Marlon Williams, will lay it in, no difficulty. 4-point game with 6 minutes left to go. It's been another one of those high-paced runs where both teams keep going back and forth points-wise. We're approaching the 5:30 mark. Aiden Abel from the corner. Drives into the paint. And he will get the Patriots to 50.
Technical.
And they're going to call a technical on Caden Chania-Faline. I think he had some words for Jalen Brown after scoring that layup. Which I thought it was Aiden Abel.
Yeah, I thought Aiden Abel was the one who was saying something after his shot, but.
Well, guess who's back to the free throw line, Connor?
Jalen Brown.
He'll have two more. I think it's his 14th.
And he makes the first with ease.
So this could cut the deficit to 4 and put the Dons back within a possession, which he will do so. 5:37 left to go. Patriots lead 50-46.
And it's Loyola's ball. Look at that. From a 6-point game to a 4-point game, and Loyola has the ball.
They could tie the game up on this possession. The refs are going to try and fix something with the shot clock. Before they go back into this game. Marlon Williams. Handed off to Jalen Brown. Brown now to Legree. Back to back to Mason Ellison. Williams now up top. Williams, long two, no go, and Theardas Battle will have the rebound. Outside to Caden Chania-Faline, who I think the refs mistook for Aiden Abel on that technical. Good offensive rebound by Abel, and he's able to tack on 2 more to the scoreboard. Marlon Williams now. He'll hand it to Legree. Jalen Brown now loses the ball. Chania-Faline drives to the net and misses the open layup out of bounds on John Carroll. So they had a problem, kind of what the Dons have been dealing with most of the game where they get a really good stop on defense, drive right down and miss an easy layup. So showing kind of how the mental stress and the mental strength is going to come in play in this final stretch of 4 minutes.
It's all about keeping your composure, staying calm, and doing what you're taught.
And also having momentum on your side, which the Dons could do now with the big play. Legree for three. Just missed as it went in and out. That could have been it. It's a 6-point game now. Aiden Abel from way downtown. No go for him.
Don't know what was going through his mind there. Pretty deep shot.
When you're trying to manage a game up 6, you can't let that happen. And the Patriots will call a timeout to talk that over. They lead by 4 with 4 minutes left to go in the game. So the Dons have been keeping it in with like 3, 4, 5 points all game, but it's up to them right now to crawl back into it.
And they've been doing really great on defense. They've stayed calm, and they haven't let any easy shots happen. I mean, most of the recent points in this quarter have been all contested shots, contested layups.
Yeah, and you could say for most of the game that they've been like a play away from taking the lead back, and they just haven't been able to get there yet. But it's crucial for them in these final 4 minutes that they get there now. So Don's got to talk it over, as do the Patriots. So Coach Don Shursky has not used a single timeout all game. And Seth Goldberg of John Carroll has used 2. So they've kind of just let them play out there. But John Carroll, they're trying to manage the game, like we said. So that mistake there by Aiden Abel to take that really deep 3 hadn't helped much. But calling that timeout there, it's a good way to kind of like stop the Dons momentum a little bit, kind of keep it bottled up a little bit. So that was kind of the point of that. They only trail by 4. So like I said, they're 1 possession away. Just one good thing away that needs to happen for them to put themselves back into this game. And Theardis Battle from underneath the hoop is going to try and stop that from happening. He'll give it to Carson Schaffner. Aiden Abel now from up top. Abel with no help, Battle drops his pass. They're going to regain possession. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Not much time for them to work with. Aiden Abel with 5. Another deep 3 for Abel. And he's kind of just letting it fly in these last few minutes. Williams to Legree. Drives to the net. He's got it. 2-point game. 3:30 left to go.
Once again, the Dons are 1 possession away from taking the lead.
And once again, they capitalize on another missed shot from Aiden Abel. He has the ball now, trying to avenge himself. He drives into the paint. No help for him. He has Carson Schaffner. Schaffner has some room.
I think they're calling a foul on Theardis Battle there.
Which is funny because he put up his fist like a shooting foul. Had him worried a little bit, but it will be on Theardis Battle, and the Dons are 2 fouls away from getting a bonus, which they would so very need right now. 3 minutes to go. They trail by 2. See if they could take the lead on this possession, or at least tie it up. Here's Jesse Legree up top. Cole Johnson playing some great defense on him. He'll get it to Mason Ellison, bobbles the ball, drives to the paint. Bad look for Ellison. Marlon Williams doesn't have a look either. Now Ellison from 3, and the Dons have the lead. 2:30 to go. A huge play there for Mason Ellison.
What a way to capitalize right there.
Seth Goldberg, please take a timeout. You need it. As Caden Chania-Fallin is going to try and respond, he'll draw the foul. But talk about Mason Ellison being a game changer. And the Dons have, what, I think their first lead of the night late in the fourth quarter. It's giving me some deja vu of last year. They climbed all the way back from like a 20-point deficit. Although that time they fell just short. We'll have to see what happens here. Fallin, drive to the paint. Shot doesn't go, rebound by Joe Nottingham. So now Loyola are becoming the game managers.
Only 2 minutes left in this game. Can the Dons keep this lead?
Brown. Big shot there, he draws a foul.
Once again, he goes to the line. He's got a passport for the charity stripe.
Yeah, John Carroll's bench is not happy. See if they might get another technical. They've got to give him there's no way they don't get a technical here.
Don's fans are getting pretty loud saying to tech him.
Because what would that be, 4 free throws? That would put them up by like 5 points, their largest lead of the night. So they won't give him a technical, but it is a great chance for the Dons. And you know what a technical would also give the Dons right now? It would give them a bonus.
It would give them the bonus.
It would give them a bonus. So that would have been huge, but still lucky enough to get that foul anyway.
First one falls in. Dons are up by 2.
It's a big moment right now for Jalen Brown.
Absolutely huge moment to go up by 3.
And the way he's made those free throws tonight, I mean,
I think he's got 10 points only on free throws.
He's kept them in the game. So they're up by 2. And it's going to be Carson Schaffner to bring it up for the Patriots. Get it to Aiden Abel. You can sense the frustration in John Carroll right now. And Loyola's going to try and keep it composed.
Oh, foul on Jalen Brown as Abel makes the shot.
And the and one. So an opportunity now for John Carroll to take the lead. It's Loyola's 3rd foul. And that's not the way they wanted that last possession to go. So Aiden Abel did a great job there under the net to take the lead back for the Patriots.
Makes the free throw. John Carroll's back up.
Loyola's got to keep momentum, though. Here's Jalen Brown. And timeout called by John Sersky, his first of the night. And the Dons trail by 1 going into this break. 1:40 left to go, 55-54. So, I mean, they've done a great job, though, and they took that lead, so they got what they needed. What they need right now is they need their bonus, and
Jalen Brown back on the free throw line.
They've got to play conservative, and they got to play smart. Because they're only 2 fouls away from giving John Carroll a bonus as well. And so whoever's up in the next few seconds, they're going to keep getting fouled. And that point deficit's going to increase. So it's either going to be Loyola or it's going to be John Carroll. But we're in a shootout right now, 55-54, 1:40 left to go. And Jalen Brown will inbound. But again, you can just sense that frustration out of John Carroll's sideline. They could be up by a lot more right now. Had a few things just gone their way. And it's pretty understandable where they're coming from. So Marlon Williams will work it up. Jalen Brown drives to the net. A lot of room for him. He'll get it back outside to Mason Ellison. LaGreen now, Williams. Under 1:30 left to go in the game. Back outside to Ellison for way downtown. Nothing there for Mason Ellison. And the Patriots have an opportunity to expand upon their lead, approaching the 1-minute mark. This is a dangerous time in the game for both sides. That 3 would have been huge for Loyola, though.
Mismatch down low. Jesse Legree on Aiden Abel. Jesse with the steal.
Big pickup for Loyola. Into Ellison. Drive to the net.
And he makes it with ease. Timeout Loyola.
Timeout Loyola. And a perfect time to call it, too. They took it back. They took back that momentum, and they lead. This is the first time all game that they've led going into a break, whether it be the end of a quarter or a timeout. And we're under 1 minute left to go in the game. 53 seconds left to go. The Dons lead by 1.
You can't win a game in the first, second, or third quarter, but you can win it in the fourth.
Absolutely.
Gotta stay determined.
Absolutely. It's been back and forth for both sides tonight, and this has definitely turned out to be that shootout which we promised you. So 55 seconds to go. John Carroll with 55 points to Loyola's 56. The Dons are just one foul away from achieving a bonus, and that bonus could be the dagger in this ball game. Although if they commit 2 more fouls, I mean, it could go either way, right? So this clock is not going to eat away fast.
You have to play smart.
It could be another 10, 20 minutes before this game is over. And there's only a minute on the clock. So Seth Goldberg, I remember speaking to him last year when he came in to Loyola, and really what he said was about discipline. And it might be discipline that kills the Patriots. It might be discipline that kills the Dons. It's something that both of these coaches really stress a lot in their programs. And that's why they've had some of the success that they've had. Both teams have 12 wins. We approach 46 seconds. Carson Schaffner with the ball up top. Schaffner's going to give it to Paris Lee. Back up top to Schaffner. Approaching the 30-second mark. I was wrong. This clock is eating away fast. Aiden Abel drives to the net.
Shot clock is turned off.
Shot clock is off. So this possession could end the game.
This could be the last chance. Looks like the Dons are going to take it slow, too.
Patriots lead. Timeout Loyola with 18 seconds left to go.
Do they go for the quick shot, or do they wait and try to win it on one?
And we just heard one of those Loyola coaches in the huddle say, we've got a game right here. I mean, down 1 point, like this is it.
This is the times you hope for as a player.
It could go either way. I mean, Loyola, they're down right now, so they need, and they're not taking, I mean, they're not going to give the ball back to John Carroll. They're going to try and get a possession. Maybe, hopefully they get fouled, right?
I mean, give it to Jaylen Brown.
But what they're not going to do is they're not just going to let the clock run to 0.
Oh, for sure.
They can't. They can't afford to have that happen. So the Patriots did a good job of getting, what they did a great job of actually is they got their lead back, and they've left very little time on the clock for the Dons to work with. 18 seconds is good, but it's not as much as they would have hoped for.
They took about the entire shot clock there to get their 2 points from Aiden Abel down low.
That's exactly what you want. Yeah, that's exactly what you want. So now Jaylen Brown will inbound. He's going to be heavily marked by the artist battle. So he'll get it up top to Marlon Williams. Jaylen Brown.
They move quick.
Drives to the net.
And he missed.
Missed.
Rebounded.
And it's going to be a rebound and a foul caught on Loyola. Huge play as time might expire here in the next 5 seconds.
5 seconds left.
But you know what's going to happen is they're going to have their ball. We're going to foul them, and they're going to get the bonus and go to the line. So it's going to be really hard now for Loyola to win this ball game.
You got to hope for a miracle.
But there is going to be a foul called on Loyola.
As soon as that ball's in.
And there it is. They'll go to the line.
Exactly 4 seconds left. Carson Schaffner is going to the line.
So,
Patriots up by 1.
So they're up by 1. So the thing is, they're going to get 2 shots. If they make both, then the Loyola needs a 3 to tie it. If they make 1, Loyola needs a 3 to win it, or a 2 to tie it. And if they make none of them, then Loyola can win the game.
I don't know if Loyola can get down there in 4 seconds to get a 2.
What they're going to need to do is they're going to need to stay under the hoop. They're going to need to launch it, because the clock doesn't start until a player inbounds touches the ball. So, I mean, they could get to at least half court before 4 seconds. But right now, it's going to be hard for that to happen. Timeout Loyola. It's a 3-point game. So in this next 3 seconds, what they have to do is they have to hit a three. If they can't hit a three, the game is over. That's what sucks about it. So what you would hope is that they can get the ball down there without having the clock start, which means it's almost going to be like a football play. Probably it's going to be like, you're probably going to have someone like Sam Navarre, Joe Nottingham start underneath the net, and they're going to have to launch it.
Or you give it to a quick player such as Jesse Legree or Marlon Williams, and you have them dash down here and either give a quick pass to Mason Ellison and hope for a good shot.
The problem is you have to have your feet. What the perfect game-winning shot or game-tying shot for them is they're going to need to have their feet set and have an open look. So for all that to happen in 4 seconds is pretty unlikely. But this game just got real. I mean, it's been that way, but who knows?
We promised a thrilling game from start to finish, and nothing else to say.
So no matter the outcome right now for them, I mean, it's still pretty impressive. You know what would be great? It would be great is if they fouled him before he took a three-point shot. That'd be cool.
Everyone lined up around half court.
And the Dons are heavily marked right now. So the clock doesn't start until a Don touches the ball.
Jesse Legree takes it.
3 seconds to go.
2-1.
Marlon
Shots
Williams does not get it.
Off the rim.
Time expires, and John Carroll takes the win as the Patriots and the Dons split their season series. Final score in Towson is 59-56. Patriots on top. From Connor Johnson, I'm George Schaefer. We thank you for watching this presentation by the Loyola Sports Network.